We have just seen how to pass a value to a context variable from a text file by reading the text file and then using tContextLoad. Load. But let me show you something interesting. I have created this job. If you see, this is the same job. Let me show you both. This is the job that we just saw. We read the file that has the value for the context variable, then we loaded it using tContextLoad. And then we have this next process where it will read the context variable value which loaded here, right? This is the same job, but we don't have this part, we just have this part, if you see that. And this component, it has our parameter tContext dump file. You can see that here, the variable here. Do I have the value for it? I don't. So when I run this job, it should fail because we didn't pass the value here. We didn't even have tContextLoad to read value from some file and execute. We don't have a mechanism to read that file here anymore. So when I run this job, it should fail. Wow, but it didn't. Which means it is reading that value from somewhere, and that somewhere is from the same file. So it is showing us the tContext file with value. So it is getting the value, but from where? I didn't pass it here. I didn't even read a file and use tContextLoad. Okay, so the previous job, this is called, we are using explicit tContextLoad. This is called explicit. That means we are explicitly using tContextLoad to load that value. And we have another option of like implicit tContextLoad. Implicit means using talent without using tContextLoad component. Well, then how do I do that? Simple. You go to project settings, and in the job settings, you have this setting called implicit context load. Then you will check the implicit context. So where are you getting your value, from database or from file? So I'm getting from file. Then I have given my file, and the field is separated by colon inside the file. If you want the value to be print to the console, you select the print operations, then click OK. Then it will take some time, and then that's it. You will be able to run the job without using tContextLoad or reading from a file and all. You will just have the job. You will give the parameter. That's it. You won't even mention the value. But the downside with this is, for example, let's assume you have like 100 variables, such kind of variables, reading from 100 files. You cannot do that. All you can do is you can read only one file. So that one file should have all the values. That's fine too. You can mention one file and you can have 100 variables values passing through that file. That is also fine. But the problem comes if you go to job extras. This is where, so it will read that file. Each job will have this setting. Each job, if that job is not using this parameter, still this gets called. So one way to make that doesn't happen is by unchecking this. So when you uncheck this and uncheck this, it won't call the tContextLoad for one particular job, not this. But this job, it needs this setting to be set there. Okay, so it's cool. So we have our earlier job, it had this process, and it was reading that and then passing the value. Whereas this, it doesn't have anything. It just had, we are directly passing, except we are passing context values here implicitly. This is called explicit. I hope you understood the difference, and I hope it made sense. And let me switch it off because I have to update all my jobs with this setting taken off for all my like 200 jobs, which I don't want to do. So when you run this job, when you make and run this job, make sure you mention you switch this on and then test the job. Now I am switching it off. So when you download this job, this will be switched off, so you have to switch it on whenever you want to test this job. So save it. So if you go here, it still has it. Let's uncheck it. So that's done. Now it shouldn't get anything. It didn't get updated. That's fine. Use project setting. It's nothing is there. Okay. So when you test this job, once you download it, you have to go there to project settings, update to the file location wherever your file is, then run this, then it will be successful. Now if I run this, obviously what will happen? It should fail. No such file or directory, because it couldn't get this. We are not passing any value to this context variable. Hope you understood. Thank you.